Hello, students and fans of the HorrorTube/BookTube community. It is I, Coach Stroud, bringing you another amazing and riveting episode of Coach Stroud's What to Read While Quarantined. In this episode, I want to talk to you about R.L. Stine, a very famous young adult author, most prominently known for Goosebumps and Fear Street. Well, in this book here, A Midsummer Night's Scream, R.L. Stine takes on the master of drama, William Shakespeare, with the retelling of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I gotta first stop by saying, one of my students the other day said to me, Coach, you always, every one of your reviews, positive. You have something positive to say. You like every book you reviewed. Well, I said generally what happens is I try to find something positive in every book I read because books are amazing and the authors work incredibly hard on them. And I write as well. And, I don't want somebody to be harsh and extremely critical of my stuff because there's a lot of heart and passion that goes into it. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about this book. This is one of the worst books I've ever read in my life. So let me back up a little bit. As a lot of you know, I love horror books. I've read so many horror novels over the years. My favorite young adult horror author is actually Christopher Pike because I felt like he was a little bit more adult than R.L. Stine. However, I have greatly enjoyed many R.L. Stine books. Personally, I love the most. What I love the most out of what he has written in the past is the Fear Street saga, the original 3-book saga that's talked about the beginning of Fear Street. Now, that being said, I am a former literature teacher. I taught high school literature for a few years, and of course, I taught Shakespeare. So, my background in literature, one of my, an admired young adult horror author, I'm like, this will be cool. This will be neat. A mixing of the two. Yes, R.L. Stine does kind of take the storyline of A Midsummer Night's Dream to a degree. But what really sold me on this book was the idea that it's about a movie that was made in the past where all these actors were murdered on set. And they're now going to remake the movie with the same setting and redo all the scenes, just like remake the entire movie with all this horror and trauma that happened. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a great plot. I'm totally sold on this. It's going to be so awesome. It is some of the worst stuff I've ever read. The dialogue is horrific. It's very much obvious that R.L. Stine is an older man who doesn't completely understand lingo of teenagers. And that's very noticeable. None of the characters in here are relatable to any level. The main character, Claire, she's supposed to be this like it girl or like trying to be an it girl who is fancy and fashionable and popular and wants to date this certain neighbor boy like Taylor Swift and all those music videos. But it comes down to just all the characters are just obnoxious and they have no heart to them whatsoever. It's so hard to find something to relate to. I don't really, the only cool thing I can say is it's a neat looking cover. I guess it's kind of shiny, but yeah, I don't know. A Midsummer Night's Scream was not good. It was very predictable. It was very hokey. It was a giant departure from R.L. Stine's Fear Street stuff. This was a book that is geared towards teenagers and to get them to link drama and fashion and horror and murder and stuff together. And it reads like an early edition of a Goosebump novel that didn't even make the cut for Goosebumps. And I'm extremely disappointed. So unfortunately, no, I would not recommend this book. So please, if you have not read this atrocity, don't give it the time of day. It's not worth your time. Save the money. Sorry, guys. So that's it for today. Next time, on next review I do will be much more positive. But this just goes to show that to the students out there that said everything I read is positive, no, there are some bad stuff out there, unfortunately. Tell me below, what books have you read that you thought would be good, but ended up being stinkers? Okay, let's have a good laugh. Take it easy, guys. Until next time, deuces, we're out.